Hey cruisers, I'm Sherry with Cruise Tips TV. Welcome back to our weekly vlog. I do believe this is our 19th vlog. It was super fun reading all of your comments last week, so thank you so much for leaving us all of your future cruises and your dream cruises. That was awesome to read. Hope you also liked our Carnival Cruises tips and tricks video. We have lots of great videos in the hopper for you and hope that you are doing some good cruise planning yourself. Don't forget, we always love hearing about your episode ideas. Please leave them in the comments below. We use them all the time, and our best and favorite episodes always come from you guys. So please let us know how we can help, either here on our Cruise Tips TV channel, or if you hear about some cool cruise gear as well, please let us know. We do have another channel called Cruise Gear, where we do little videos about all kinds of things, from crazy cell phone cases to things that help you to charge stuff, to selfie sticks, to Target beauty boxes. We do it all. So let us know if there's something that you want us to buy and try, and we will demonstrate it for you and let you know if we think it's good for a cruise. So we are going to get right into our tips and questions and all that good stuff today, because we do have a lot of questions. I know that we're really late getting these questions answered. If you remember our vlog last week, we mentioned that we were kind of running out of time because we had so many questions. So those of you who didn't get your questions answered that week, we're going to answer them this week. And if you're still waiting for your question to be answered, please forgive us. We are planning to get on a cruise ship soon, and so we may miss a week of answering your questions. Please forgive us for that. Let's start with a tip this week from Scarlett. Scarlett Hamburg said that when they go on a cruise, they don't do laundry. And if you know what we normally do, if it's a long cruise, we normally do laundry, but Scarlett has the perfect way to handle this. Scarlett said that before they go home, instead of bringing a hamper, they just roll their dirty clothes up and put them back in the suitcase. And the cool thing is they keep their suitcases under the bed. So she basically makes a hamper out of her suitcase under the bed, and then when she gets home, she basically dumps out all of the laundry out of the suitcase, and voila, laundry is ready. So I think that's a really cool tip, not a cruel tip. Sorry, Scarlett. Thank you very much for the tip. Let's get into our questions this week because we have quite a few of them. Winky 3575 wants to know about the Carnival Dream. Her husband keeps asking if they're going to have lobster night, and I think on Carnival Dream, if it's a 7-night itinerary, I do believe, Winky, that you should have a lobster night. Do want you to go onto Cruise Critic, though. Go into the forums on Cruise Critic and post this question there just to get a more recent verification, because as you know, it's a very difficult topic to research. It's impossible to find out. So check it out on Cruise Critic. Winky 3575 also wants to know if when they go to Grand Cayman, Jamaica, and Cozumel, if they should pay for excursions to go to private beaches, or if they should not book anything and just relax. And I am going to tell you my opinion on that, Winky 3575, and that is yes, book something in every port, because in Grand Cayman, Jamaica, and Cozumel, yeah, you can walk around the port, but I really do think you're gonna have a lot more fun, even if you book a really inexpensive excursion, like you said, to a beach, that you're gonna wanna do that. We can recommend in Cozumel a beach club that we've been to called Nachi Cocom, and it's spelled N-A-C-H-I, Nachi, and Cocom is C-O-C-O-M. It's a private beach club. They only allow 100 people per day, and it's all you can eat and drink for the day, and a peaceful, beautiful beach. If you're into something quiet, I highly recommend it. It's totally inexpensive. We took my son, who at the time was 5 or 6 years old, and my mom, who is in her 70s, on that trip, and we all had an amazing time. There's sun, there's shade, there's a pool, there's a beautiful beach. I highly recommend that you do something like that. There's also a place in Cozumel called Mr. Sancho's that everybody raves about. There's tons of beach clubs in Cozumel. In Grand Cayman, I believe doesn't everybody go to 7 Mile Beach? Maybe our subscribers could leave some tips about what to do in Grand Cayman and Jamaica below. Definitely in Jamaica, you've got to do something outside of the port. You don't want to be walking around there and, you know, letting that be your impression. My husband's crawling on the floor for some reason. It's really funny. What are you doing, honey? You're escaping? Okay, I don't know what he's doing, but anyway, that was fun. So if our subscribers could leave some tips for what to do in Jamaica. I don't know where you're going in Jamaica, Winky, but I don't think there's not a huge amount of ports there, so It's probably one of the 2 or 3 that you'll be in. So yes, do something. Please, please, please do something. Cozumel does have good shopping near the port, but it is not enough to fill a day. And I really want you to get the full Caribbean experience here, right? All right. Our next question comes from Pint Size Mommy of 5, who wants to know what sites we use to book our independent shore excursions. They're going to Progreso, Mexico, and they need to book an excursion. They've got 3 kids and they want to stay on a budget. Kids are 17, 15, and 12. And I have some ideas for you, Pint Size Mommy. And I think our subscribers are probably going to have a lot of ideas for you too. First of all, we use TripAdvisor to to research everything. We go onto TripAdvisor. I create a little folder and save and favorite the excursions that look good to me so that I can go back and look at the reviews, look at everybody's photos and things like that. I did some research for you on Progreso, and what I've learned is that Progreso is definitely the gateway to the ruins. So you're probably going to be best off booking some kind of an excursion to go see those ruins because they are amazing. Your kids are old enough to appreciate them. I wouldn't take maybe like a 2 or 3-year-old child because of the heat and the walking and all of that good stuff, but I definitely think that your teens and preteens are going to do really well at the ruins, and the history is so fascinating, so definitely do it. But here's a fun one. There's this day tour that I found called the Yucatan Cenote Eco Adventures, and they have a bunch of different tours, but they all kind of have some fun commonality, and you can find them on TripAdvisor. When you go to Progreso, it's right there. They pop up as one of the most popular tour operators, and they have a section on their website called cruise ship excursions. So go to yucatancenote.com, and I'll try to have my husband put that up on the screen here if we can, but you can definitely book outside the ship in Progreso. Don't be afraid to do that. You should be fine. But you definitely want to try to take the kids to on a day tour that includes a cenote. If you don't know what a cenote is, it's a cool freshwater underground body of water. Some of them are open and exposed to the earth above. Some of them are in caves. But one thing I can tell you is every time we go to the Yucatan Peninsula, to Riviera Maya, anywhere in that general area, the vicinity of Cancun, we always try to go to a cenote. It's refreshing, it's wonderful, and it's totally out of this world, meaning there's nothing like it that we're going to see in our normal daily lives if we live in the United States. We do not have cenotes here. We have lakes and rivers, but this is just the coolest thing ever. Sometimes you rappel down into them. Other times you can take a rope swing and jump into them. So get yourself onto that website, look into the ruins and look into a cenote adventure. And if you can do the ruins and a cenote in one day, do it. I hope that I covered all your questions. Our next question comes from Jeremy E. Hi again, Jeremy. Jeremy said that our upcoming 10-day Princess cruise has him thinking about the Mexican Riviera. And what Jeremy wants to know is, would we still recommend doing the Mexican Riviera over the Caribbean if you live on the East Coast? So I gave this a lot of thought, Jeremy, and my final answer is no, I wouldn't recommend it unless you have money and time to burn, and you have been there, done that with the Caribbean so much that you're looking for something really new to do. But for the same reason that we don't fly over to Florida a lot to go on Caribbean cruises, same reason you probably don't want to fly all the way out here to do that. You're going to have more blue water, more options there. I'd probably stick with the Caribbean unless you're really bored and you want to try something new. What I would do though is save your trip to our West Coast for an Alaskan cruise. I would fly up to Seattle or Vancouver, or you can even fly into San Francisco and take a 10-night cruise to Alaska. That is what I would do if I were you. So I hope that that answered your question. Miss Diva Divine has a question that's going to take me a few moments. So I'm going to go ahead and spend some time on this one because I think it's a really cool topic. Miss Diva Divine wants to know, does Princess Cruises offer a reward program for the amount of times you sail with them like Carnival does? Like for example, red, gold, platinum, and all that good stuff. Yes, they do. Princess has a very good rewards program. I need to look at Carnival's again, but I think Princess is probably a little bit more premium, a little more comprehensive. Okay, warning you guys. The print on my paper here is so small that I have to squint when I look at it to go through the program, so please forgive me if I'm squinting to look at these, but I'm gonna go over the overview. Miss Diva Divine, you become gold after you complete your first cruise, okay, with Princess. And you get At that phase, you get members only onboard events, you get membership to the quarterly magazine, I'm squinting, I'm sorry, and you get a recognition pin. There are a few other things that you get too, but I'm not gonna read all of them. Those are the most notable things. You get pricing offers and things like that. So that's the gold level. Once you graduate to your 4th or 5th cruise, or 31 to 50 cruise days, they do number of cruises or cruise days on Princess. Then you become Ruby. You get all the gold benefits that we mentioned, and you get vacation protection upgrade, meaning if you buy insurance, you get premium insurance. You get an exclusive shoreside access to the Captain's Circle Help Desk phone line, and you get a 10% discount on a DVD on board. Okay, now this is when it gets really good, is when you go up to Platinum. Platinum on Princess is from your 6th through 15th cruise, or 51 to 150 cruise days. You get all the Ruby and Gold benefits, right? And then you add to that a complimentary cruise atlas, which is awesome, by the way. We just got our first because this is our first time going Platinum with Princess, and it's a book this thick with beautiful photographs of the cruises that are coming up in the next year, pictures of the ships, deck plans, explanations of the places you'd visit. It really is gorgeous, so that's a nice perk. Once you're Platinum, you also get preferred check-in, Platinum Disembarkation Lounge, and complimentary internet credit, a lot of internet credit. If you're going on a 7-day or less cruise, you get 150 minutes. 8 to 20 days, 250 minutes. 21 days, 500 minutes. Once you go up to Elite, which is their highest tier, that's your 16th cruise and on, or 151 days and on, you get to add a lot of premium stuff to that. So at that point, you get priority ship-to-shore tender embarkation, you get shoe polishing services, you get complimentary laundry and professional cleaning services, and then you get an elite stateroom amenities package, which includes a minibar setup, deluxe canapes on formal nights, afternoon tea in your room. Hello, I want that. That sounds amazing. Upgraded bathroom amenities, and complimentary grapevine wine tasting, and there's probably more too, but they don't always advertise it. Princess is very generous. So I hope that that was helpful for you. I think it's awesome that we got to talk about the loyalty programs today. It's something that we haven't covered very much on this channel, so it was awesome. Don't forget to follow us on social media. We would love to have you follow along with us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can see photos that we post there that are not here on this channel. You can hear about our next cruise. You can find out when new videos are released, all kinds of good stuff. So come hang out with us over there. Thank you all so much for watching. Your comments, thumbs up, subscriptions, everything is welcome here. And until next time, we'll see you on the high seas. Bye. Hey, click me to subscribe. Aw, damn it.